It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Boom. What's up? Welcome back out there to another edition of Tell Me a Joke that got like that Jason the Dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace, Smith. See the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And today, finally, I caught her in the middle of work. We gonna get one in really quick, because since I'm down here, down in New Orleans, put your hands together for the lace up. Hit the button. You gotta hit the C button. Hit the C. The C. Hold it. There it is. Boom. There's clapping. There's claps for you. Okay.
You know, everything
All
that
right.
you just said,
There.
I felt like I was reading in like fast motion. That was long paragraph.
The prompt is here. The prompt is here in the head, and it's all. Yeah, I'm right. 5 years. I better have this down pat. How you been? Lacey?
I'm not dead.
No, you here. You a little waddle like the Tin Man, but you know you moving.
I say it's like a penguin, a king penguin.
Okay. Penguins are nice. I one of the emperor penguins, one of the ones that got the bow ties and everything. I believe. I forget what it was. Kamar's taking so many shots, which is good. This is good. You have been on a tear, ma'am, and I have been wanting to just come and pick your brain about how things are going. I see it in your face, like, oh, that's what it looks like on the outside. Okay, good. So how's the lace up?
The lace up has been a wild ride. You've been there from the actual inception of the lace up, which is wild.
Been quite some time. It's so nice to see the consistency of my friends to where that it's like good. Lacey's been doing this, and I'm glad that motherfuckers are finally catching on. So yeah, you are editing machine.
The internet scares me.
Oof.
The internet scares me. We're going to be so...
I'm also afraid.
Candid. We're going to be candid about this because I see that you are definitely doing your thing.
I'm trying.
The podcasts are there.
Yeah.
The content is there.
Yeah.
The information and the funny.
Yeah.
The funny.
You see where we at, right? Boom. Look at these oaks. Look at these oaks out here.
Live
Come on
oaks.
now. We trying. We trying. I mean, it by any means necessary. And she understands that quote. By any means.
What you're doing with your podcast, what I'm doing with the lace up, it's a testament to consistency.
Yes.
Consistency and the ambition to go out and get it.
Yeah.
To find time in
Yeah.
between the time that we don't
Definitely.
have to make something happen.
Oh, exactly, because we don't have that. Being older, that's a fun thing to ask. Being older, we do not have the time anymore. Yeah, my writing has gotten crazy because I don't have time. Like, it's just like, there's certain things that I do write about. It's like, oh, nigga, you scared, huh? You scared you're getting older? You scared you're about to run out of time? Oh, shit, I get worried. I do get nervous. You know.
What's going on, K-Star?
Hi, boom. This is lovely. We need all of that. Good to see you. You know. Hopefully we didn't give away what you work for. So, you know, we work for this family. That's what we work for. We work to live. We work to eat out here. You know, being an artist, it is difficult in these streets.
Definitely difficult in these streets. It's not easy.
No.
But somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have so much content from behind the scenes. Like, what does your behind the scenes look like?
My behind the scenes actually looks like a lot of rejection. So much rejection.
So sad.
So much rejection to the point where you're just like, okay, I think I might be a sociopath now. if I get told no, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Find another one.
Oh my God, I can't. You basically doing that old school, I'm about to go ask this girl out because I think she cute in the club type of situation.
Like,
you know, people don't do that no more.
Right, you shoot and you're going to get rejected.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you take your chances, you know, the variables just add up. I mean, you're going to pick 10 and you might get 2. You might get 1, but at least you got 1 out of 10.
There's out of all these no's, there's at least a 1 yes. That is a frightening feeling right there. I remember those feelings. I remember those feelings because I'm a small man, and you know me trying to talk to other women. That's just like me in high school going to a sock hop or something of the situation. That this is the magnitude that I look at it as what you're doing, because you're just going out to people and be like, hey, you want to be on an interview? And I'm going up to people that's telling me like, like, hey, you want to talk to me in a romantic situation? And they're like, wait, nigga, who's talking to me? First off, I'm like down here, and they're like, oh, no. And it's like, oh, the nose that you get from those type of situations when you, I just imagine, oh.
But it's also a mighty thing too. Size has nothing to do with it. You have talents and skills. So when you add all of that up, when you add all of that up, a win is a win.
A win is a win. That is true. A win
is a win, regardless of the things that's going on in between.
When the good does come through it.
When the good comes through, the good comes through, and it almost always overshines the other things that you have going on. So, the right people in the right situations are always gonna find you.
That's what I feel as if I'm in my Jason Weaver Lion King moment, and that felt great just now. Because what is happening? Things, it's slowly but surely things are coming towards me I'm not even asking for it. So and to see how the collaboration when other people get together and actually put something awesome together, I'm like, oh, see, that works. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, and that's what I want. That's what I want from my friends. That's basically why I come out here. I stress having to get these moments right here, just because I'm like, oh, it means a lot.
But it's the law of attraction too. If it's for you, it's gonna come to you. You don't have to overexert yourself and overextend yourself to make something happen. It's gonna come to you. Either way, regardless. And the more you fight to try to make something happen, that's the further it's gonna run from you.
True.
You get out of breath trying to chase it, be like, come here, and it's like, no, it's not for you, not for you. We don't want you. But when you sit down and you're silent and you're still, it's just gonna come slide on, sit in your lap, baby. Come here, let me talk to you right quick. I was there all along. You was running behind that. I'm sitting right here.
That is nice. And It does feel like that's what's happening, just because I have been trying to like focus on family, because that's a big thing that's happening in the moment. And it's like, don't neglect this and don't be a narcissist. And it's like, well, how do I balance both of these, but also stay with this and not be like, all right, this is it for this. I mean, this is a new life. I mean, new chapter in my life. I can't do this no more. And it's like, if I don't do that, I got that itch in my brain to where it's just like, something needs to be done about this. So
you know how I feel about that for you, Kyle? What I could see for you and your family, you just turn it into a traveling circus. Pack everybody up. You pack everybody up and you make everybody.
I love family circus.
Everybody gets a role. Be like, look, I know you can't talk right now, but you're going to get in this camera and say goo goo gaga and make people be like, oh, I want to send you Pampers.
True. Also, but on another note, if whenever he does get around to talking, and if he does want that, we'll ask, and probably so, but it wouldn't be anytime soon that motherfuckers will be seeing what my kids will be doing. But
I get that.
But I do want him to understand that, oh, this is something that his daddy does, and this is a realm that he can jump into. And if he would like to, daddy got connections. That's exactly what I'm striving for, because I don't want this to end just in case he does pick this up in a later life and be like, I want to do this. Daddy was like, well, your daddy used to do that shit. Your daddy was nice when he used to do that shit. I don't want to be that used to nigga. I don't want to be that.
Because at the end of the day, only thing we want for our kids and our family members is a little nepotism. People talk about nepotism like it's a bad
Nepo
thing.
Babies.
Yeah, a Nepo baby. If you have someone that's already kind of versed in an industry or a field, which is where I feel as though a lot of people get things messed up, it's always good to have generations of people that have done it, so that that child can be immersed into that lifestyle or immersed into those things, so it's easier to pick up. Because not everything is for everybody. Sometimes it may skip a generation or two. But in case they do want to take on another aspect of the business, like say management or writing or production, and they have the ability to be able to step into that, which is like so clutch. It's such a blessing in its own.
That is. That's exactly in words that I can't put. I can't put the way I think about this in my head. That's why I stammer a lot. It's just like, oh, you got so many things going through your head, kind of. It's like I'm trying to put it into words, but they're so jumbled up in my mind, and I don't read, so it's just like, where is it supposed to go? But I tried to articulate it that way, to where it's just like, yes, okay, so I feel okay about things. So how do you, as you progress through this, that you've been doing this for so long, like what keeps you sane and what keeps you in? Because I know it's not the sanity for us is wild, but what keeps you fucking motivated? Yeah, it's so crazy.
regardless of what I went through in the past, trying to get it all done, I realized that this is bigger than me. And once you realize that not everything in life is all about you, and there's other people that you can extend olive branches to help their dreams come true, because y'all are on the same paths, but it's different lanes in the same path going the same direction.
Yeah.
You can't be hateful or gatekeepy and try to move forward in his life,
right,
or anything in his life. If somebody has a gift or a talent, and you know that's their gift or talent, there is some way that you can work in tandem with this person in order to make everyone's dreams come true.
Yeah.
And because of that, because of our selfishness as humans, our egos as humans, sometimes when you're not healed from past situations,
trauma,
that gets in your way of being able to see the bigger picture, which is, at the end of the day, we're all one.
Yeah.
And when you come up with people that have the same ambitions, the same drive as you, you see their strong points, you know your weak points, you see how we can all help each other get there. That's the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So you can't hold on to the people that's still stuck in their mind frame. That's okay. There's no hate there towards those people. You just have to let them figure it out on their own, and you find those like-minded people and you move that forward.
Yeah.
You keep pushing, and you can't stop along the way. You have to keep progressing, even if it's just like, even if you're trying to get, like, say 10 miles. But you don't have the ability because you have family, you have bills, you have so many other things, your job coming in hot. You might be able to only walk 2 blocks that day.
I love this analogy. And fun that you say that, because just know that not everybody is as fast as you. Not everybody gonna be as quick as you.
Yeah.
You know, some people are gonna be a little bit faster than you are, you know, but eventually y'all gonna get there because you're going to the same goal. Yeah.
Exactly.
Eventually not everybody gonna hit the ribbon, but you know, we all gonna cross that same line though.
And not only that, there's also beauty in the fact that when you meet these people, they may be able to actually help you through something that they're already doing.
Yeah.
So that's going to push you a couple of blocks further because it's collaborative teamwork. Nobody does anything on their own in his life.
No.
Regardless of what they say.
That too.
Nobody does anything on their own. And the sooner you come to that conclusion is the sooner you're able to let some of those preconceived notions go about, oh, I did this. No, at the end of the day, it's a we.
Yeah, it's a we thing at the end of the day. Because, like, there's certain things to where I've written to where it's like, oh, this is good. And then I let somebody else, and they're like, hey, you should probably use this, change this to that. And it's like, oh, that's no longer a me thing now.
Right.
This is a we thing. You know, you definitely got to give you props when props is due. You know, it's like, life be life, and life hits hard when it does, and you never expect to get. It's like, you throwing another challenge at me. I wasn't finished with the last one.
Oh, the sucker punches are rough too.
Yeah. Like I was turned around. You can't hit the behind the head shots are illegal, sir. Like, what are we doing? We're gonna have to calm down.
Under the belt.
Yeah, below. Come on, that's cheating. Like but no, life don't care. It's like that. But I mean, I get shit thrown at me to where it's like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. But then I get there and I get through it, and people are like, hey man, that was awesome. And I'm like, man, you just don't understand the way I felt before doing that. Like I don't know what it's gonna feel like, but I'm thinking it's about to be terrible. But also, this is that imposter syndrome that I'm going through. I'm going through a real life crisis when it comes to that.
You think so?
Kind of, sort of, because I keep bringing it up, and I'm like, nigga, stop talking about that. But you know, it's like, you know, I get these inspirational things that other people tell me that it's just like, oh, okay, maybe I need to throw it out there just so people like, hey, nigga, stop. And it does help out.
And sometimes you need those words of motivation from other people when you feel as though like, oh, this isn't good enough. And then somebody will come along and be like, bro, this is dope as hell. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't like this. This is fire. And then that just gives you that extra push to be like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah. I'm
going to keep this up because I see this could turn into something.
Yeah.
Even though deep down in your spirit, you know it already is something.
That extra push.
And you stand 10 toes on it.
When somebody copies what you do, are you flattered or are you a little upset? That's a flattery move right there, if I know improv. But also, that's like, bitch, hold on.
Imitation is imitation. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right.
However, how I feel is that no one will ever have my brain. So regardless of how you try to
True.
regurgitate that information
Hello.
and try to take that information and turn it into your own, or that style and try to turn it into your own, you're not going to be able to duplicate what I'm going to do next. You're not going to be able to exactly duplicate how I set this up, because at the end of the day, it's about authenticity moving forward.
Yeah.
We're looking for more authentic things with the rise of AI and the rise of people just being so inauthentic and trying to make you think they're living a lifestyle that they're not. I'm out here in my uniform doing this. I work for the man. I have a back brace on right now.
Totally getting it.
I'm not an entertainer full time. I am a real life person with real life problems, real life bills.
Word.
But I still find time to make my dreams happen. So that imitation is a form of flattery. Imitation is a form of flattery. And it's okay, because y'all needed a guide. Y'all needed somebody to show you the way.
Hello.
I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
Yoda.
a fun way to put it.
Maybe Yoda. I'm teaching y'all how to do this by y'all seeing it.
I do like when other people like. I don't mind, but I understand that what I do is it's like. It has its difficulties. So when other people do jump on, I'm like, oh, someone else is out here doing it. I kind of feel that way. But when I see other people, when I see somebody doing something, I'm like, oh, it's really, really good. And then somebody else takes it out. When it's someone else, to me, I'm like, no, you can't. It is so hypocritical of me. Yeah, but
that's a natural human emotion.
Yeah.
And I think as people, the more that we realize human emotions are real. Fear, jealousy, anger, like love. All of these things are things that every single person on this planet will experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about compartmentalizing it and turning it into something beautiful for the rest of the world to enjoy, especially being an artist, being a creative. You are a vessel to the world. You don't belong to yourself. You belong to the world.
In the words of Shangri-La, I'm a vorpal soul. I don't know if this fits for that, but I'm trying to get my anime on lately, and it sounded great. It sounded great. Shangri-La Frontier, hop on it. It's good. But yeah, see, that's helpful because it's finally. Because you've been in the game to where people don't see behind the scenes, but finally you get to put a face to what's really happening. Because you're behind the camera, and you've always been great behind the camera. You've shot video for my wedding and whatnot, and you to this day, like, there's only a few people that I'm probably gonna call on whenever I need something done professionally, and you're one of those folks. So that's definitely one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on here, because it was a dire necessity to have you here, just for that fact that we've been in this game through thick and thin, through a whole lot, and to see that, like, your consistency it's still up there. Congratulations is in order, like, hell yeah. I knew it. I said it in you. I knew that was going to, but yeah, do continue.
Could I take a second to go off script? You promised to blank out my curse words?
Sure, yeah.
You blank out my curse words?
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
The internet.
All right, love it.
The internet.
Okay.
And I mean that from the bottom of my soul and my spirit.
Yeah.
It has given people a megaphone for madness. It's making people think that certain lifestyles are attainable when reality you don't know what these people have going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I really feel bad for the generations under us, because we're millennials. I'll say it, age. We're millennials, okay? But looking through these rose-colored glasses, which is the black mirror, which is the internet, you make things. It makes things seem that they're easier to accomplish than they actually are. When in reality, it's hard work. And in reality, nobody gives a.
No, they don't want to see the hard work.
I think.
We see the ending product for free, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody knows what it took for somebody to become an overnight success. Most people, it takes 10 years to become an overnight success and to have something truly under your belt that people could enjoy, or experience under their belt to be able to enjoy it. That quick fame, which is what everybody's dashing for, is fleeting.
Yeah.
It's not even 15 seconds of fame anymore. The 15 seconds of fame, that's out the window. It's 5. Quite relatively.
And you can't. You're not even one. It's so saturated now. There's no more one-hit wonders, really. Like you don't get your Lou Begas. You don't get your Mambo number 5s no more. It's just so crazy. And it's like you go into an Eckerd's and you might get that, but there ain't no Eckerd's. Ain't no records.
You can see talent everywhere, and that just goes to show how gatekeepy the industry is.
Ooh, so gatekeepy.
So gatekeepy. There are so many people that's talented, but what makes it to the point where you're so special that you become this big star?
You know what? I wrote a poem to where I have this line in it where I say I'm knocking down the trophies and I'm hopping the fence.
Okay.
Like, yeah, fuck your gatekeeping. Like all these trophies that you got, nigga, fuck your wall of monuments that you have. Nigga, fuck all that shit. Fuck your couch. Also, I'm hopping this fence. Yeah, and we gonna put these goddamn Converse All-Stars on and go get what we want. You know?
Because at the end of the day, it's all idols. Like I said earlier, you're doing this for the collective conscious to move forward. We all want to move the world forward. Like, the stagnation is cool, and to tap into our human emotions is cool, because everybody could relate to some bullshit. Everybody could relate to some real shit.
Yeah.
But not everybody could relate to some real shit.
No, not at all. Like,
because of the delusion.
More people need to take mushrooms, but yeah, people do need to be tapped in to what's going on. Because, like, family situations, I got somebody in my family that is like that needs to be prescribed to stop watching the news. Like, it's like your anxiety is too high. You have to stop watching the news. Like, I told them a long time ago, I don't watch the news no more. But now it's just like, yeah, news is cool, all right, but you watch way too much of it. The oversaturation of this terrible shit that you're ingesting, you don't have to see it at all times because it's not always happening to you. Stop watching the news.
Yeah, get off the internet too.
Yeah.
Go touch grass.
Take a
See
break.
these pretty oak trees, go hug a tree.
I'm definitely going to go hug this tree and give it a few pats on the belly. It's a big belly right there, and I want to rub it like Kiki Shepard. So, you know, Kiki, yeah. Showtime at the Apollo, right? We rubbing the wood.
Yeah,
Kiki Shepard.
Yeah, rub
Okay.
the wood.
Thanks, Kanye. How you looking? That's it. Okay. Great. I like that. We didn't have to say anything about it. How you feeling? How you living? Man, Lace, thank you for being here, and thank you for taking the time out of your day, out of your free time right now, because, you know, you go back to on the clock. I appreciate you being here. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me at TikTok, Instagram at the Layceup. The Lace is spelled a little unique because my daddy got unique with my name. It's TheLayceup.
Boom.
Not only that,
Yes.
we're going to have a longer conversation when I'm not on my lunch break. So we're going to have a more extended podcast eventually, soon.
Nice.
Soon. So we could really chop it up. But I felt
Definitely
as though if you asked, I got to deliver.
Hello, because this is the second time we've done one before, but you won't never see that. This is
no.
It wasn't seen
That
anyway.
will not see the light of
but
day.
yeah, no, that's things that we get to talk about that y'all can't hear. So until next time, we're gonna go be real friends behind the scenes, and y'all know what it is. This has been Tell Me a Joke, the guy out of Chasing the Dream. I'm your host of Maniacal, Menace. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. Keep dreaming, jokers. Boo! All right, there it is, and we got claps on the way out.